Hey yo, Mark here with Mark's Max Muscle. And today, I'm going to do a short video on the most famous bodybuilder of all time. The one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, it would be impossible to list all of his accomplishments. So for now, I'm just going to do a quick overview on his IFBB career and maybe even a couple of his classic films. But for now, let's take a look at him. Arnold's pectorals were like two big giant slabs of meat. That, coupled with probably the greatest arm development of all time, Arnold's side chest was pretty much unbeatable. Same could probably be said about his front double bicep. He was very versatile in posing. Of course, he would bring them arms down, and he was also incredible in the most muscular pose. The striations in that chest, unbelievable. Turn him around and his back was not half bad at all. He had a pretty good Christmas tree, as you can see there. Of course, he had some pretty stiff competition as far as the back development was concerned in Franco Colombo, Sergio Oliva. In fact, it was Sergio Oliva who handed Arnold his very first and only loss on the Olympia stage in 1969. That's when Arnold made his Mr. Olympia debut. 1970, Arnold would return that favor to Sergio, as he took the title that year. He actually hung on to the title until 1975. And that year, he announced his retirement, so he was an undefeated champion. Quite a career. But before he really hit the silver screen in Hollywood, he had to make his return to the Olympia stage just one more time. And he did that in 1980. It's quite a controversial event, but we're not going to get into that at all right now. But history is history. Arnold won the title that year and became a 7-time Mr. Olympia champion. A fun fact here is Arnold actually won his very first ever Sandow trophy that year, as they only ever started handing out that trophy 2 years after Arnold retired. So he got a nice little trophy for his case at home. So he was ready for Hollywood and some big bucks. And that might be an understatement. Made a few dollars, in fact, in Hollywood. Some of my favorite movies of all time. Conan the Barbarian was one of my favorites. It spawned a part 2, but didn't quite do as well as the original. Of course, Terminator made a great series. I believe the sequel, part 2, was probably my favorite. Of course, then there's this movie here, Predator. This is probably one of my all-time favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger films. How could you not love this movie? And if you haven't seen it, I urge you to go watch it. And there's scenes like this here. Come on, do it now, come on. Kill me, I'm here, come on, do it now. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, like I said, it's definitely a must-see. But he didn't have a whole lot of lines in any of these movies. So he kind of switched gears in this movie here, which I also loved, Twins. It's quite a riot, this film. So if you haven't seen this one, I also recommend it highly. Actually, notice Arnold was in pretty good shape in this film. Some of his best of any of his films. Arnold, till this day, I believe, still continues to make movies. And I hope it continues. I really enjoy watching them. He's a true legend on the silver screen and on the bodybuilding stage. He's definitely the Austrian oak. Well, that about wraps it up for this one. But I'm sure I'll be making more videos devoted to the oak in the future, so keep an eye open for them ones. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. That's it for now. This is Mark for Mark's Max Muscle.